Okay, and in this week we're gonna be looking at animals that live in water, and for this week we're gonna be discussing some freshwater animals. Okay, and we'll also look at seawater animals and what's the difference. So, freshwater animals. All freshwater means is it's the water that is not salty, because you get fresh water and then you get the salty water, which is the ocean. Okay, so the fresh waters and then the ocean, which is salty. So there's many different fresh waters, and let's read here and see what they say. Freshwater ponds, dams, and rivers are alive with animal, bird, and plant life. Okay, so if we talk about fresh water, right? Fresh water, we're talking about your ponds, your dams, your rivers, sorry, and also even your lakes. Okay, so we're gonna be discussing the difference between that. For today, we're gonna be looking at a pond. Okay, a pond is basically a smaller lake. So a lake is big, but a pond is small. Okay, and it's usually everyone knows, or most of us know, that in a pond we'll find some fish. Okay, but fish is not the only animals that live by a pond, and there's also ponds in jungles or in other places. Okay, it's not just in houses, because some people do keep ponds in their houses, but we're going to be talking more about these ponds. So let's look at this picture. At this pond we see there's an alligator, dragonfly, there's some plants, which is reeds, fish. These are tadpoles. Remember, tadpoles turn into frogs. Okay, but for now they're tadpoles. There's a frog and there's a hippo. Okay, some of these animals live in the water, some of them live on the land, but they stay close by to the water so that they can have drink some water and they can eat some plants, which is their food. Okay, some animals can live in both water and on land. All right, so let's just look at this quickly. So animals that live in water, that's freshwater animals, and which is the ponds, the dams, rivers, and lakes. Okay, so in these places you'll find animals, you'll find plants, and you'll find insects, and they all live together to help each other survive. Okay, so the animals will eat the plants, and the insects will eat the plants, and the plants get food from the water and from the fish, which is their nutrients to grow. Okay, and the sunlight. So all of these things live together to help each other survive. Okay, and in a pond, like I said, you'll find some of these animals here. You'll find a dragonfly, frogs. Okay, there's other things that live in ponds. So, well, there's turtles, there's tadpoles, there's catfish. Okay, there's mosquitoes that fly above. I'm sure you've seen that. Spiders, there's some spiders that sit on the water. Okay, ducks, they come and they float on the water, so they live on land and they live on and they can enjoy the water as well. Okay, and then the dragonfly. Then we have algae, which is what the fish eat. Okay, so it's that green things in the pond that you see. That's actually food for some of the animals. So to us it might be disgusting and slimy, but to them it's nice food. And all of these things help these animals survive in the water. Okay, and also some of them that live on land. And for now, that's all that we're going to learn about ponds. Then we'll learn more about dams and rivers. sorry, also to mention that ponds, they usually ponds. So what happens is, which we'll discuss with rivers, there's water, there's mountains, right? Okay, I can't draw such nice mountains, but there's mountains, and from these mountains going downhill, okay, you'll get these rivers, right? The water comes from the mountains, and then it flows into rivers, which we'll talk about later. But sometimes the waters here don't just go to the rivers. Sometimes, because of the way the land goes like this, or the ground goes like this, then you find that some of the water goes that way and a little bit this way, and then it forms some ponds. Okay, ponds also, it just means that the water is not moving. Okay, but in rivers the water is moving. So here the water stands still, and with rivers the water isn't standing still. Some animals can't live in rivers where the water is moving. Some of them can't live in still water where it's just standing still. Okay, so not all animals live in ponds, and not all animals can live with the rivers. It's only some animals that survive. Okay, it just depends on how what animal it is. Okay, guys, and that's ponds for you, and you will get a small exercise for that.